Let's talk about this story some more now and join Greg Lukianoff, American lawyer, journalist, author and activist who serves as president of the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression. Greg, very good to have you with us today on the programme. And yeah, free speech, where does it begin? Where does it end? What's your view?
Well, I believe that you should be allowed to say what you think and to think what you will and say what you think. It's pretty much that simple.
With no barriers to that?
Of opinion? No, of course not. That's fascist.
And what if that commentary is judged to be inciting violence or inciting unrest?
Well, unfortunately, I mean, UK has in the UK, you've been arresting about 10,000 people a year for speech since about 2021. And you've been using a version of the incitement rationale for that. And the way you guys define incitement over there, it basically means that if something is sufficiently upsetting, you find it incitement. And we think that's why you're having a free speech crisis in Britain today.
And of course, there are different views about whether there is a free speech crisis or not.
Not
everyone says that there is. But I interviewed Jim Jordan, the chair of that congressional committee, a couple of months ago, and I put it to him, isn't it somewhat hypocritical that the US is talking about free speech in Europe, that's the EU, and the UK, but you have the Trump administration, for example, not allowing certain journalists from certain outlets to join White House press conferences?
Yeah, my organization, FIRE, has been taking on the Trump administration nonstop. We're in court with Trump directly, Trump personally, and the Trump administration. But we live in fear of becoming as repressive of freedom of speech as the UK is right now. And it blows me away that you guys seem to be in total denial that arresting more than 10,000 people a year for inciting speech, for offensive speech, isn't crazy.
OK, well, we would have to just double check those numbers and verify those numbers. But very briefly, because we're almost out of time, you know, on that issue of the tech giants being able to pretty much do what they want versus the protection of children, which is an important part of these acts that we're looking at, you know, surely that protection of children has to be ranking right up there as a priority.
Well, my biggest concern is centralization of power with the government. When it comes to pressure on companies in order to actually better protect kids, that's great.
OK. Greg, I'm so sorry. We are out of time. Thank you very much. Stay with us here on BBC News.